Alright you guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about the spare tire carrier just over there. I'm going to be talking about that and telling you guys exactly what can fit on there, what size can go up to, what size can fit on the rear of it without having to use any spacers of any kind. So obviously, what you guys know, I own a 295/75/16 and let's get to it. Alright, working on telling you guys how this fits. Now this is a 295/75/16 and as you could tell, the gap right here, it's obviously, this wheel has a 4-inch back spacing. And the offset I think is only 12 millimeters, I'm pretty sure, but the back spacing is what's going to help you pull that wheel out. Now it says 4-inch back spacing on a 295/75/16-inch tire. You could run that all day without needing a wheel spacer. And I do got the wheel spacer. I will actually have to add that along. See, as you could tell from right here, it pops out just a tiny bit from the back. So whenever I open the window, it wants to pop up onto the tire. It doesn't want to close. So you have to kind of get the window in between the door and the tire and close the door before you close the window. So you got to put the window right behind the tire, close the door, and then close the window. That's how it has to work out. That's how it works. So that's how it's all done that way. So just to let you guys know, that's how it's all fitting on there with a 295/75/16 on 4-inch back spacing. Slight touching right there. It hasn't worn through the paint at all for the past 2 years that I've been running it. Slight rub, only right there. This side, no rub whatsoever. If I can get the camera in there, no rub. So if you're running on a stock wheel, that's not stock, what am I thinking? If you're running on the stock wheels though, they're going to be a 16/7-inch with, I think, 0 back spacing. So that tire, if you're running a 295 on that tire is going to be way up, wanting to come as far back as possible. So you're going to have to run the spacer. I will have the spacer in the link if you guys want anything to do with having to space your rear tire to fit a bigger tire without having to go aftermarket or as much back spacing as I am. So if you guys want that spacer, it will be in the link below in the description, and you will have full and total access to it and purchase as you want. Now it is about $100 for that spacer, but that spacer's kind of special. It's been designed to where it lifts the tire up a tiny bit and then out. You can run just a regular wheel spacer. All it's going to do is pop it out, which is fine too. You don't exactly need a spacer to bring the tire up and out. No, but it just looks better because it brings it up a tiny bit, and I think it actually would make it look better because it brings it up and away from that bumper a little bit more than what it's at. So I will have that in the description, and you guys will be able to fit something just as big as this or bigger with that wheel spacer. Now that wheel spacer is going to be for the 114.3 wheel lug pattern, or you can just use a universal adapter, anything you guys like, but that's how that is right now. And like I showed you, it fits pretty damn well. Fits pretty darn well. This is what it looks like, the spare tire adapter that goes on to the rear of the spare tire. It actually lifts it up and out further. So you can see, go right back there and it would lift it up, good amount higher up, and then out for that rear window to be able to come in and out. But that's for a 265, of course. This is a 33.5. Just over a 33 measuring, and it ain't gonna be the same. So that's with this.
it's under $100 now. It's under $100. So you just bolt this right on, it's good to go. I'm gonna sell the Jeep Liberty with this adapter piece. So the next person who gets this will have the opportunity to fit 35s on here and don't need to buy any spacers because they'll have the proper mechanism to operate this rear window and bring it away from the bumper without touching. So that's good. It's very good. Need to add some oil in it, lube up those threads, but everything's good to go. Yeah, it's made by Rocky Road. I don't know what any of this is. It's been sitting in my storage for like 3 years, but it's made by Rocky Road. You can get one. I'll put the link in the description. It comes with lock nuts, all good and ready to go. You just bolt her on down. Use the bolts that bolts down the spare tire mount. Use these bolts to bolt down the spare onto the lugs that holds the tire. Use these obviously to bolt down onto these lugs, and then use the wheel lugs, the actual lug nuts, to go on these studs. These ones go to the ones that go through down there. But yeah, made by Rocky Road. I like how they actually use the locking nut. That's pretty nice. Won't get loose on you. You won't have the hassle of having to use that Loctite, even though it's no big deal. But yeah, it's a good mount. Solid steel. Probably weighs about 2 pounds. Nice and solid build. Nice welds. Quality stuff. Quality stuff, that's for sure. Alright, and this is how it goes on. I just took the spare off, as you can see. What's that? I had a clip stuck in there. Well, anyways, just took it off. And how this thing goes on is you just put the 2 bolts right up in there. And then that will bolt on with these right here. And then the spare tire will go over that. I'll show you guys how much I actually have. I'm not going to put the spare tire on actually because I'm doing all this one-handed right now, but you get the idea. That's how much it pops the tire off of it from where it was originally on right here. Put that on, and then it'll bring the tire up a good bit actually. I don't think it'll clear the glass because obviously it's bigger than a 265, and that's what they recommend, 265. This for 265, it'll still clear. But this will definitely bring it away from the rear bumper and keep everything from rubbing. But let's see if I put this one. No, I'll just leave it. But yeah, you get the idea. That's how it looks. That's how it is. Right there. Not too bad. I think that that was a good little invention idea that they had going on there. Really useful too. Just gonna fit this tire. It looks so much bigger off of the vehicle. 33. It's like a 0.4, almost a half, literally by just a 0.1. So pretty nice, pretty nice. 295, 75, 16. For the ones that don't know, that's what it's running at. I hope you guys really liked the video about the spare tire rack holder, that spacer part that I just showed you just now. And as you know, this is Fun Automotive, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye.